And good afternoon, everybody. I am back for some more drama. I'm late and my drama's a little rushed today, so I apologize ahead of time. I wanted to finally, after 5 tries, fix my audio. I am just a girl, you know. I have really hard time with these things. So I think I finally, this time audio is good. Today we're going to pick on the leftoids. Today we've been picking on rightoids for a while. We need to pick on leftoids. There needs to be balance. You need to hate both sides, and we need to shit on both sides. And we've done Tectone, we've done Asmongold, and I feel like it's time to shit on some leftoids. Everybody loves to shit on leftoids because they get mad too. But the thing I will say, now I've only done one video on leftoids, and so we need to continue the observation. I thought only rightoids were the ones that rage in my comments, but if you shit on Destiny and Hasan, actually more so Destiny, man, oh man. But I will say the leftoids aren't violent. The rightoids, the chuds, are very, very mad. Let's see. They call me a whore. They threaten to dox. Their big one is I'm getting sued. I'm getting sued soon. Eventually, it'll happen in 2 weeks. 2 more weeks, and it's gonna happen. They're very mad and they're very angry and they're very violent. This is Chud Tantrum. They're very, very mad. But we've been shitting on chuds for a couple weeks now. We need to move on to soy jacks. We need to move on to the leftoids. I will say I don't think leftoids are as fun to shit on as the rightoids. So I don't know how long I'll go on to leftoids. Plus, I don't really enjoy leftoid content. That's the funny thing about it. I will dunk on the rightoids because I find them fun to dunk on. I actually watch them. Asmongold being probably the biggest one I watch because I listen to him while I'm at the gym. I don't know what it is, but him jumping around topics and not sitting and talking about the same topic for an hour long, it helps me kind of forget I'm on the treadmill, and it gets me through my gym routine. I've tried everybody else. I've tried watching people that don't have anything to do with politics because I hate politicoping. I hate talking about politics. But he does cover some streamer drama. I kind of listen to him hoping that's what he does. The leftoids, I hate Hasan. I despise Hasan. I don't think I've ever sat and listened to Hasan for more than maybe 5 minutes. There's too many clips of him shitting on the working class, saying all women deserve to be, rich women deserve to be raped. Just like, I don't understand how that guy has an audience whatsoever. Basically the thing he says he's trying to champion, he shits on all the time. And I just find him disgusting. Some people have the theory that he still has an audience because he's good looking. But can you really? Maybe. I know a lot of his audience is college girls, but seriously, you can listen to a guy that just who thinks that women should be raped? Okay, all right, sure. Plus Muslim, so he probably thinks women are property or something. So I don't know. But I have listened to Destiny, and I will say I didn't really get that many Hasan fans in my comments. I mostly got Destiny fans. I actually did watch Destiny for a while. I love drama. I love to laugh at drama, especially these big degenerate streamers. They get into so much drama. It's hilarious. The more drama, the better. The more hyped the drama, the more degenerate drama, the better. So, of course, as we know, Destiny has been in tons of drama. That's why I watch him. You don't want to be in the drama. Nobody wants to be in the drama. I don't want to be in any drama. I want to laugh at the drama. You want to be the outside looking in, laughing at the drama. So I used to watch Destiny I would say kind of a lot. I used to watch his VODs on YouTube. I didn't watch him live very much. If I recall correctly, he used to come on really late and I was already done for the day, sort of thing. But I used to watch him back during the Keffels debacle. Keffels has a really bad reputation on kiwi farms. If you don't know, Keffels tried hard to get kiwi farms shut down. She failed, but that Liz Fong Jong lady with the consent accident, she's been trying, well, I don't know if she's a lady. She's not really a lady. She tried really, really hard to get kiwi farms. She definitely has put a wrench in some of their inner workings. I think she's the reason why Cloudflare dropped kiwi farms. It was such bullshit, but I'm going on in a tangent. Anyway, I watched Destiny during the Keffels drama. Then I watched Destiny during the Lab drama. Then I watched Destiny for the, we all know about the Pixie and the Rose drama. I saw those videos before they were removed from Kiwi Farms. I think we all did. Then I haven't really been watching too much though. Wasn't Rose a catfish? Isn't that the last of it? I haven't really been watching very much, but if I recall correctly, Rose is a catfish, but we still got the Pixie shit going on. Personally, I'm surprised Pixie has lasted as long as she did, but Destiny really needs to stop sticking his dick in crazy, like any BPD girl. BPD girls, I know you guys want to have your fun with the BPD girls, but they will ruin your life. I've said that over and over to friends, but nobody listens because, as one guy said to me, so basically you said a girl is a raging slut, crazy, and great in bed, and you're expecting the guy not to go for it? I'm like, all right, you're right, okay, you're right. So anyway, the chuds threaten with the doxing and you're gonna get sued and you call me a whore and I forget. Those are the three that are the big ones for the chuds. Now, the leftoids just want me to, I guess, debate or talk to Destiny. I don't think you guys understand. I just want to laugh at drama. I don't want to debate my drama. Who debates drama? I think it's funny. Why would I want to debate my drama? I just want to laugh at the drama. I think it's funny. And what happens, like if you're sitting, let's say you're sitting with your friend and you're watching a show and I say, I really hate her hair. I don't really like her hair. Her hair, those bangs look terrible on her. Do not cut your hair like that, girls. Bangs look like shit on everybody. My friend might say, well, I don't know. I kind of like them. They look kind of okay. She rocks the bangs a little bit. And I'll be like, yeah, I just think they look like shit. And we move on with their day. Why would I want to sit and listen to somebody say, well, did you research the bangs? Do you know the history of the bangs? Did you spend 5 hours looking at the bangs and dissecting the bangs to understand if you really like the bangs or if the bangs look bad? No, of course not. You just want to laugh at the bangs and then you want to walk away. That's what I want to do with my drama. I just want to laugh at drama. I don't want to debate my drama. I don't even think debating is fun. Debate bros are insufferable, as I said in the last video. Oh, the other big one from the Leftoids was my AI generated thumbnails. Now, let me go on a tangent about AI. I understand where you artists are coming from. AI has decimated my industry too. It has killed everything about my income, my industry, and what I enjoyed as a career. I understand where you're coming from. However, those AI generated thumbnails do very, very well. I also want to tell you that instead of focusing on people on the internet who are using AI like myself or anybody else, gaming studios, whatever, you should probably understand that your own people are selling you out. there are so many writers, translators, and artists selling data training for Scale AI for $5. And I'm not even exaggerating, $5. So instead of focusing on me, you should focus on your own people. Scale AI has spent millions of dollars crowdsourcing training data from these writers, artists, and translators, selling data for $5. And I'm not even kidding. And they have to pay the platform 10%. So they technically get $4.50 out of the deal. And they are very successful in getting these people to do it. So you should probably stop bitching at people like me and start bitching at your own people, because while publicly on Twitter, they're like, yeah, down with AI art, they're selling the data to Scale AI in secret for $5. So I think you're targeting your anger at the wrong person. And also, those AI generated thumbnails have very good click-through rates. Sorry, guys. I really like ChatGPT. I've noticed that if I can't get ChatGPT to create a thumbnail, I have to move over to Gemini, and Gemini click-through rates are not as good as ChatGPT. ChatGPT does really well with the thumbnails. All the other ones, Grok was good, but Grok keeps telling me it's busy and I have to pay for premium if I want to overwrite the busy pause. And I don't really like Grok all that much. ChatGPT and Gemini, though, are the ones I use for my thumbnails, and I have one thumbnail that has like an 8% click-through rate. So I'm sorry, artists, but I'm not paying, I don't know, what does an artist charge for a $100 or something for a YouTube thumbnail? Sorry. So that's my rant on AI and using AI generated. Sometimes you just have to understand that you're fighting a losing battle and you have to pivot and do something else. I would be working right now and not talking to you guys if it wasn't for AI. So I definitely understand what you're going through and what you're thinking, but I think you're fighting a losing battle, and the best thing to do is figure out how you can make money in a way that AI isn't going to kill. Even there's this company called Grape Data is getting cybersecurity and IT people to give up training data for like $20. They at least pay $20. They'll ask some questions and they're using the answers to those questions for training. They pay like $20, and they also have spent millions of dollars for this training data, and people are selling out for $20. So find something else to bitch about, find another goal. I know it sucks, but we're gonna have to do it. So on to I feel like I have very little drama to go over today. I was late and I apologize. I'll do better tomorrow. I think I finally got my sound in order. So we're gonna focus on the Leftoids today. I guess mainly Destiny. I really go through what's going on Twitter, and I just find things that I just have thoughts about. And there's three. I have 3 items to go over. The first one is Destiny talking about Asmongold not wanting to debate. I don't see what's the big deal about this. See, here's the debate bros. The debate bros don't understand. They just don't understand. That's the problem. They don't understand that not all of us want to debate. Like, it's politicoping. Just politicope debate. Now, I'm not really into politics at all. I don't care. I don't care about Israel and Palestine. I don't care. I couldn't even point to Israel on a map. I don't know. I can't point to Palestine on a map. I just need to figure out how to pay my bills and keep going and enjoy my life. Like, why do I care what's going on over there? But these people do, because they have nothing else to do, and this is their job. Their job is to politicope all day on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch. So Destiny is attacking Asmongold because he won't debate. I really hate saying this because it sounds super parasocial, but I completely understand where Asmongold is coming from. I just, like, why would I want to debate? I don't want to debate. I just want to speak whatever comes to my head. And if people want to hate on me in comments or in chat or whatever, fine. Okay. Then I deal with that. But I don't want to sit and be like, here's a 45-page document that I have read thoroughly and memorized so that I can debate on this. No, I don't care. I don't want to debate. I don't think he does have an obligation. The problem is, I think these leftoids don't understand that people are getting sick and tired of a lot of the bullshit from these extremists, and that's pushing people to the right. And Asmongold is probably one person who, I've said before in the last video, I'll link my last video, he doesn't fully understand the working class, the average person that has to worry about paying bills and things. He doesn't fully understand. But he has friends outside of the streaming world that probably have regular jobs and talk to him about things. He openly said he used to talk to his dad about things, and he and his dad seem to have a great relationship. So I think he has a better understanding than every other streamer that wants to champion the working class, and I'll help you. I'm going to push for this, and I'm going to talk to colleges and senators, and none of these people, I mean, Hasan, whatever, he wants to rule the world, I guess. Destiny is a little better. I know that Destiny, didn't he like clean carpets or something? He did have a normal average job. He approaches things a little different than Hasan. Hasan has no clue and is just Hasan will go with whatever opinion is the very oppressive, crazy, ridiculously violent leftoid view. But Destiny seems to have a little more of a balanced view on things. But it doesn't mean that somebody wants open discourse or they want to debate. And so you kind of have to let this one go, man. You kind of got to let this one go. If he doesn't want to debate and he just wants to sit and talk on his stream, you guys are just going to have to understand that the average person that goes outside and has friends and has a job and does whatever it is we all do when we have our time off isn't interested in politicoping all day. And debate bros seriously are insufferable. Very much insufferable. If your family has to say before Thanksgiving, no politicoping, no arguing with grandpa, that means you're one of the insufferable, smug people who think that everybody wants to debate, and this is why you have no friends. This is why nobody wants to talk to you. So stop that. Stop that. Okay. So then we'll move on to this one. Now, this one is funny. I guess this is where I get to shit on Hasan because it's funny I ran across this one. Oh, this one must be a clip farmer. This person must be getting paid to clip Destiny. Oh, funny. I didn't think Destiny paid clip farmers. I could tell like Mizkif and Clavicular are paying clip farmers because you see them all over. But you know you have a clip farmer when they have this, they clip it and then they post the stream. So this person must be getting paid to clip farm Destiny. But let's first listen to the clip. It's only 26 seconds.
Anybody remember? Hold on. It's been 10 minutes since we talked about Hasan. You know how Hasan always says he donates privately, he never donates publicly because he doesn't want the attention? Anybody remember the one public donation that Hasan made? I think it was a $1,000 donation. I want to say it was to wasn't it a Sasha Grey stream a long time ago? Was it Sasha Grey or was it somebody else? Good memes.
Oh, that's funny. Isn't Sasha Grey a porn star? That's funny. That's funny. Here's the thing I noticed about Hasan. I know Hasan has done the, what do they call, donation streams where he wanted to donate to Palestine. I have been wondering if Hasan kept most of that money as, what do they call it, administrative costs. There was that supermodel, which one was it? Naomi Campbell. She got in trouble because she would do these charities and donate and, claim she's going to donate to somebody, but she was keeping some insane portion of the money as an admin fee. I really would love to see the paperwork to see how much of that money went to the actual charity and how much of the money was pocketed as an expense or admin work or whatever. I always felt like Hasan was the type of guy that would be like, guys, I'm going to donate, you guys, let's do a charity stream, you guys. And then he gets a bunch of people to give him money, but then the money is mostly into his pocket and very little goes into the charity. I would love to, that's my tin foil hat theory. I would really love to see if I'm at all correct about that, because Hasan always keeps all of this stuff private, which I think keeping money issues private is a smart thing, but when it comes to donations and you took money from a bunch of people, it would be nice to see the paperwork to see, okay, how is this money divvied up? But I thought this was funny that it came onto my timeline because I always thought the same thing. I didn't know he gave money to a porn star, but I feel like it would be nice if somebody could dig into that paperwork, but I don't know if you can or can't. Next is... Oh, that's right. I ran into this one. This is totally out of the Destiny Hasan dunking sphere. I ran across this one. I thought this was so funny because Caleb Hammer is the Jerry Springer of finance, if you didn't know. He brings people on and he dunks on them because they have really bad spending habits. They're in massive debt. They can't pay their bills, but they'll spend $1,000 a month on DoorDash or something like that. It's really fun to watch and it makes you feel good about yourself sometimes. But this guy, if you spend enough time around retarded pores, you become a boomer. And I'm thinking, like, is Caleb Hammer a boomer? I've always thought in my mind, Caleb Hammer is spiritually a boomer, but I thought he was in his 20s. But in my mind, Caleb Hammer is a boomer. But let's hear what Caleb has to say.
These men are losers. Fucking losers. The gender divide, the gender war right now, dating rates are record low, marriage rates are record low, virginity rates are record high. It's insane. They're losers. And honestly, both genders have responsibility to play. Cancel culture went absolutely insane. Like, there was a correction that needed to be made, and then it overcorrected. And, like, guys will send one embarrassing text, and they'll get blasted all over online.
Oh, that's so true. You know what? I really wish bitches wouldn't do this. There was this one girl, I want to say this was about a year or two ago. She went to a cybersecurity conference, and this guy just... I guess saw her, wanted to talk to her and ask her out. So he passed a little note to her. And this bitch went on the internet and blasted him and showed the note and was like, I can't believe a guy would do this to me while I'm at a security conference. I'm like, you dumb fucking bitch. What the hell is wrong with you? That's cute. Just tell the guy no or say thank you and walk away or whatever it is. There's so many things you can do and you don't have to put the guy on blast. Some bitches. Now that bitch will be the one in 15 years on that, what's that Reddit sub, dating over 30 or something like that. She's going to be that one, why can't I find a good man? Because you're a fucking bitch. That was uncalled for. Anyway, that's my rant. Let's see what else he has to say.
To a woman and her morbidly obese friend was like, she's not interested. And it's just all these embarrassing moments that are impossible.
That's
to
funny.
Deal with. And then guys are also just sitting inside fucking gooning to extremists online or
yes,
or just watching porn, not
yes,
manning up to go cold approach.
Yes, there you go. See, Caleb understands. Caleb understands. Isn't Caleb a Zoomer? I thought Caleb was a Zoomer. Like, in my head, he's a Boomer, but I'm pretty sure Caleb is a Zoomer. But yes, he's correct. Like, just gotta shoot your shot and know that there are some cunty ass bitches out there, but don't let them ruin your life and turn you into like this shut-in that never talks to girls and just cries that he doesn't have a girlfriend and all women are bitches and hates on women. Like there's shitty guys out there and there's shitty girls out there, but there's also a lot of good girls and a lot of good guys.
And having horrible conversations, and it's brutal. And then dating apps came into picture, and it is true. OkCupid did their own analysis. It is true that the top 80% of women only go for the top 20% of guys.
It really sucks because if you're on a dating app, you're just looking at pictures. You don't have the full understanding of the person, and it's much harder to get rejected in real life, but you'll have a much more meaningful connection if you talk to somebody in real life rather than meeting them on some shitty dating app.
And women have their own issues on the dating apps. They're getting flooded. I would not want to deal with that.
Sorry, I'll go back. My dog barked. Let's go back a little bit. Here we go.
They're getting flooded. I would not want to deal with that. But then men are getting almost no matches, no engagement. And we have so many things that are stacking against them right now. And they are fucking losers right now. A lot of them. They're virgins. It's not hard to fuck. It is not hard to fuck. I've never been a 10 out of 10. Never been a 7 out of 10. I think I've been to a 7. I think.
Yeah, see, he's kind of right. It's harder for guys, but the guys that just don't take themselves so seriously, they don't walk around like they hate women all the time, and they just like shoot their shot. They're the ones that don't really have a hard time.
But I think I've gone down to a 5 out of 10. It is not hard to have sex. Before any notoriety or money, it is not hard.
Well, there you go, guys. Caleb Hammer. That's what he has to say. I mean, he's a guy, so he would know what it's like for guys. I know for girls, I think girls they kind of like fall into the same category as men. If you walk around hating men and putting them on blast when they actually make an attempt to talk to you with something as innocent as a note just to say hey, then don't expect anybody to want anything to do with it. You're a stupid bitch and you're a cunt. Same with guys. Guys need to start just chatting up women, and you're gonna get rejected, but it's a much better way to meet girls than it is on a dating app. I've always said the gym, but somebody brought up a point. If you go to a gym and you start chatting up a girl, you're going to be labeled a creep. But again, there's shitty girls out there that ruin it for all of us. And there's a guy at my gym. He's an older guy. He's an older, skinny guy. He talks to everybody. The staff, the members, the guys, the girls. He's kind of a goofy guy, but he's very likable. I have no idea if he's actually picked up any girls, but I bet he could if he really wanted to. He talks to everybody. He's just a friendly type of guy. And he doesn't seem to have any hang-ups, even though everybody has some kind of stress, something going on in life that's stressing them out. But I always thought the gym was a good place because people are generally in a good mood, endorphins are up, they are friendly. I don't know that I've ever met a not friendly person at the gym. And I just think it's a great place. But then again, maybe it's not. There's more guys at the gym than there are girls, at least at my gym. And oh my God, we have a lot of hot guys in my little town. Let me tell you, I look at some moose knuckles in my gym. Very, very good looking guys. But anyway, that's my rant and my chat for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I have better drama. I was a little late and I kind of rushed my drama findings today, but tomorrow will be better and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.